ladies and gentlemen, back here at the TUFA Hour, the third segment with Coach Yogi and the hard hitters. Now, real quick, we're going to go to the running back right here. Let's talk about how can the hard hitters deal with turmoil that comes on the team.
So we just gotta be strong-minded, man. We can't just feed into everything else everybody else talking about, man. We just gotta do our own little thing and focus. That's it.
Real quick, when you got turmoil on a team, you got a player that thinks he's better than everybody else. How do you deal with it?
Oh man, just tell him to calm down. Be quiet.
What if he doesn't though? What if he feels I should be playing every play? I mean, he should be playing your position.
Sure.
How do you deal with that? Do you go to the coach or you put him to the side and talk to him as a man?
Man, I'm gonna let Coach Yogi know, cause man, going to a player man to man, telling him it's gonna cause some problems, dog.
Okay.
Big arguments and stuff. And we can't have that, though.
Tell us real quick, Curtis. I know you're the voice of the hard hitters. You got a defensive player that feels he should be playing more. How would you take that?
Well, you got to take into consideration, is he coming to practice?
Right.
Is he doing what he needs to do to help?
So it's
team?
factors. It's
factors.
Okay.
Factors into it.
Okay.
If you don't come to practice, you expect to play. No, you're not going to get that much playing time. You don't come to practice.
But what if he start causing confusion and turmoil throughout that locker room? How would you handle it? Would you go to coach or would you try to handle it yourself
I'll
first?
put him to the side. I can talk to anybody on the team. I got no problem talking to him. I'll put him to the side and talk to him. If you can't keep quiet about it,
What'd you say, Sebo?
Curtis did say that? Did he say that?
Yeah, he said.
Yes, I did. You can't keep quiet about it. He know the polish of the team.
Okay.
So you follow the rules or you be gone.
Sebo, you've been playing football for a long time. Been an all-star, several leagues. You got a football player that's causing turmoil in the locker room. Now, as a leader on the team, what do you do? How do you handle it?
I feel like he a cancer to the team. I ain't no doctor, but I'm pretty sure Yogi a cancer killer.
Okay.
If you gonna pull our team
like
apart, if you gonna pull our team apart, we're gonna let the man handle that. Or we're gonna get together, talk to you, calm you down. If you can't handle that, we're gonna vote you on, vote you out the team.
But what if you sit back, Yogi, and Sebo, this is a good player now. This is a key player, and he just wants to play more plays.
I mean, no matter how good you are,
he feel he should take your spot.
No matter how good you are, man. I mean, if you ain't, what's the word I'm looking for, man? You can be Ray Lewis,
right?
But if you ain't
strong-headed,
a team player, with the family on the same page, I mean, there's no need for you on this team.
Okay. So sometimes that's where you have to push things away. Like they say
T.O.
in the locker room was a cancer to the Dallas Cowboys.
You got to kill that cancer.
That's
why they traded him.
That's why they traded him.
You got to kill that cancer.
So sometimes you have to get rid of somebody that's actually good to make the team come together. So you believe in that?
Yes, I do.
All right, so from a football standpoint, a lot of the world, they look at it, they're crazy for trading T.O. So from a football standpoint, for your guys being in the locker room, you can understand where that's coming from.
Good trade.
Okay, I got you. Coach Yogi, tell us, how would you deal with that being the leader here? How do you deal with that?
It's like this right here. If you, like they saying, like you the T.O. or the team or whatever, before it even gets to me, it goes to the team.
Okay.
When the team can't handle it, it comes to me.
Okay, Coach.
And basically what I do is like this right here. No one person is bigger than this team, not me, because I own the team.
Okay.
But my wife, she also owns the team.
Okay.
So what we do, we make a decision. And if you can't do what we ask you to do, plain and simple, no disrespect, man, I go the highway, bro.
Okay.
You can be...
Even if he's a star player, Coach?
Even if he's a star player. Because you know what? It's like this right here. Like I just said a while ago, ain't no person worth my whole team.
Okay.
And we done had some talent that then came through here.
Yes, sir.
Then went to other teams. Over there, all-stars, all-American. But look at the problem that the coaches have, and look at the problem that the players having. We not having that over here.
Okay.
They're just plain and simple. If you don't want to listen to what I got to say, guess what? I will pick this phone up right here. We got a problem over here. They're just plain and simple.
Okay.
But nah, we got our own ways of dealing with our problem. Pam, we got our, she don't want to come over here. But we got our own ways of dealing with our problems.
Okay.
And like I said, when we got team rules over here.
Yes, sir.
A lot of stuff. Put it like this here. Our team rules, you is not even allowed to cuss over here.
Oh, okay. All right.
You not to even use the N word over here.
So much respect on the hard hitters.
So much respect, over here, and a lot of coaches, they don't teach that discipline. If you don't have discipline in yourself and your players, man, you really don't have it.
You ain't going to have it out there on that field.
You ain't going to have it out there. I'm going to say this right here, Junior, and we're going to get out of here.
Okay.
Everybody know how Curtis used to be.
Yes, sir.
Curtis used to have many outbursts. I think he had 2 this year, and then he was man enough to come apologize to me and the team. Same thing with Sibo.
Okay.
Or whatever. You know, these are cats, man, that didn't nobody really want.
Okay.
So wait, I'm like this right here, and I told my wife, I'm a ride with them.
Okay.
And they're gonna ride with me. So it's just like now, these boys playing on a high caliber football now.
Right. That's right.
You know, and no disrespect to none of the owners, but like I said, if you don't have the respect or the discipline in your players, you ain't got nothing.
And that's true, Coach. That's true. Let's go right here. My man, talk about discipline on a team real quick.
Discipline is key. If you ain't got discipline, you ain't got nothing.
Why you say that?
Because you can have your players running amok, so you have to have discipline.
Define your definition of discipline. Team discipline. Give me your definition of team discipline.
All right, know what you got to do, taking care of business, follow coach's rules, and execute on the field. Everything gonna be good.
That's your definition of team
Yogi
discipline.
will run them.
Real quick, my man. Give me your definition of team discipline.
Plain and simple, know your role.
Okay.
If you know your role, there ain't gonna be no problems. Do what
Okay,
you're supposed to
but
do, and
that's
that's it.
smart. That's smart.
If somebody asks you to do something else, then you do that. But know your role, and you'll be all right.
Now, have you and Coach Yogi ever had a disagreement on something?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. Me personally, like I say, I'm a tight end / receiver. The ball ain't got to be thrown. I'm going to block the whole game.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask why the ball ain't being thrown, why we not passing right now. I'm going to do my job and continue to do my job because what we doing is for a reason.
So you got perfect discipline for the
It's
team.
perfect.
That's why he caught that winning touchdown for us. Too.
That was you that caught the
that
winning
was- that
touchdown.
was me.
Oh, you held it too.
Yeah.
Like you just won a lotto ticket.
We needed it.
Real quick, you talk to me about team discipline. What's your definition of team discipline?
I'm gonna put it like this, man. You know, I'm sure everybody over here have kids, man. I have kids, you know, and you want them to grow up a certain way, you know. Basically, that's where you have a problem. You let a person get away with things, you know.
Okay.
He's gonna cause a problem.
Yes, sir.
But I know you don't have kids, my bad. But if you teach your kid, you know, and watch what they do, and like I said, teach them from right or wrong, you're not gonna have no problem later
Okay.
on, you know. And this is what coach is doing with this team. And basically, we his kids, you know.
Okay.
You know, even though we're grown men, you know, if somebody get out of line, he gonna say something to them.
Okay.
And if
And
they,
you respect that.
Yeah.
You can deal with that.
I deal with that, you know.
Okay.
That makes you a good team player, you know.
Okay.
And I'm just sure that's what this team is all about, man.
And like anything in discipline, you know, you ain't gonna like everything that comes out of the leader's mouth, but you got to respect it,
Yeah, you have
do
to
it,
respect
and
that,
keep
you
moving
know?
on.
You have to respect that. And to all the players out there, man, that's playing high school ball or whatever, you check out this website, you know, listen, you respect your coach, man. Listen to what he had to say. Don't get mad and cause a tantrum, you know, because you're not getting balls thrown to you or whatever.
Right.
Remember, you have scouts looking at you.
Okay.
Okay? If you want to make it into the big league, that's what you want to do, man.
Gotta have the right discipline first.
Exactly. You got to listen.
All right, Pretty Ricky, you being the quarterback, I know you being the huddle. Running back wants the ball. Wide receivers want the ball. Tight end, even though he say he don't care, he want the ball too. How do you work that out, Pretty?
I mean, it's good, but you know what I'm saying? It all depends on, like, how we clicking as a team. I mean, like, when you said discipline, I'm going to say family-wise, because just like a family, and Coach Yogi and Coach Pam, you know what I'm saying? They like our grandparents. Ain't nobody going to disrespect their grandparents, regardless.
What'd you say, Coach? I see you look back, Coach.
I know I ain't that old, man.
No, we not saying you old.
Oh, man.
Coach, I
Hey,
see you
he
look
gonna
back.
run for that comment right there.
What'd you say? He gonna run?
He gonna run for that one right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the Texas Hard Hitters.